Hi, Rowena Patton here at All Star Powerhouse. You've all heard about this if you listen to me on the radio show every week on Saturday on WWNC or iHeartMedia at 10 o'clock. This is the shift diagram. I've been tracking media headlines for years since I got into the business in 2007, which was, of course, when everything was crashing, and it's all been great ever since then. In terms of if you market your home properly, you will get it sold. So I wanted to talk you through this. This has been happening for decades. It's nothing new, and the housing cycle is obviously related to the economic cycle, which runs every 7 to 10 years. So what you see here is a line running from 2007 to 2018 to what is going to happen in the future. Of course, none of us have a crystal ball. However, there are certain things we track, and here are some of them. So new building stats, they kind of go up and down. It depends on which pocket you're in. Of course, real estate is very local. Do we think we have any political unrest going on right now? Job reports, that's actually looking very positive. We've had the lowest job reports, lowest unemployment on the job reports that we've had since the 60s. Days on market, certainly over the 250 mark. Again, it depends locally what neighborhood you're in. Those are creeping up, especially at the higher price points. Shift in inventory. Well, we keep hearing there's no inventory out there, and yet we've got homes in the 250, 350, and even 150 to 250 not selling. So not sure on that one. If you look at actual figures for your neighborhood, you'll get a really good feel on that, to the accuracy. Don't believe these big broad brush numbers that are out there. Interest rate shifts. They've stayed pretty flat. We only know there's one way for interest rates to go. It's kind of like taxes. And a faster rise or drop in prices. We are seeing a lot of price drops right now. So here, let me talk you through this for a minute. So here we are in 2007. These are media headlines. All you saw was euphoria. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. We can retire now, that kind of thing. And as the market slips a little bit, now no one's expecting the big crash that we had in 2006, 2007. That's why this dip is shown so deep here. That was a pretty big crash there. As we tipped over, as we crested, the media headlines went into denial. Oh no, everything's okay, it's just a little bump. And as it kept slipping, we went into fear. Then you saw lots of panic, and then just depression. Then it started to creep up again. And we saw hope, and then optimism, and then excitement, and guess where we are? Back in euphoria. So it's my estimation, again, no one has a crystal ball, that I coach people around the country, most markets are in this blue box right here. So you see this blue box right here, most markets are in this box. I believe that here in the mountains, we have crested. Unless you're that under 200,000, very competitive property. And if you've got things wrong with your home, there's still homes that will go faster than yours, even at that price point. But I believe above that, we've actually crested, unless you're in the super hot neighborhoods and, everything is fine with that. And I'm not telling you this to scare you. It's a sense of eyes wide open, go in with eyes wide open and plan your strategy. So given it's 7 to 10 years, if we believe that it's cresting now, that's going to take us to the next low at 2021, 2023. So I want you to think about what that means for your family if you wait, if it's 7 to 10 years, we're waiting 3.5 to 5 years for the bottom of the market. How old are you? How old is your partner? How old are your kids if you have any? How old's your family, your dogs, everything else? Does your current house still work for you at that point? Really what I'm suggesting is that you think about selling it now, or you wait it out for 7 to 10 years if you need the price point that it's at now. Because likelihood is it's not going a whole lot higher, if higher at all, especially at the higher price points, because we all know about supply and demand. When there's less demand, then that is going to bring the prices down a little bit. We're going to have most likely going to have a price reduction. Or if you want to wait for where prices come back to where they're at now, or maybe even a little higher, we've gone up a little bit since where we were, what we were at 2007. If you want to wait for them to come back, you're looking at a time scale approximately of 2025, 2028. So does your current house, again, how old are you in 2025? That's 7 years time. It could be 2028 if we have a long cycle like we did last time. We're already 3 years overdue. You know, the peak was 2007. We're now in 2018. Do the math, that's 11 years. So from the 7 year, we're actually 4 years overdue, or a year overdue from the very long 10-year cycle. So we know it's happening. History tells us it's happening. So think about what it would mean to hold on to it if you need the price to be at where it's at now. You may not mind taking a little hit. We've all got to live our lives, and taking a little hit on your price point on your house is not the worst thing in the world. For some people, they want to sell it at the peak. So it may be that it's better to wait it out. Maybe you could rent it too. There's other strategies that you can work with there. So there's the shift. I hope you found it helpful in planning your strategy for what works for your family. Again, Rowena Patton, All-Star Powerhouse. You can hear us on the radio, 10 a.m. WWNC 570 every Saturday. If you're around the country, you can tune in on iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio, you know, is owned by Clear Channel, biggest media producer. It's kind of like Pandora. You can listen to it for free. We also send a link out to our VIP clients, or you can find the link at realestatenewsradio.com, realestatenewsradio.com, or give me a call, 828-333-4483, 828-423-9315. That's my private cell, 828-423-9315.